What's up, guys? So today's Friday. Woke up, got driving about 1:30 this morning, and here I am in Redmond, Oregon. I'm at my second stop. First stop didn't go too well. It was pretty much a wide open space, and somehow I couldn't back into this parking spot without doing like 3 pull-ups. So that's kind of embarrassing, especially when you know it's probably going to be the easiest one you have today, and you screw it up like that. But yes, I'm down here in Redmond. This is my second stop. They don't open till 9, and it is 8:48 right now. So it looks like I'll be waiting a couple more minutes, and then they'll get the 19 pieces off here, which my first stop only had 3. I have 19 here, and then I'll be headed down to Bend, where I have, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 stops in Bend. This is where it gets you though, because like some of these don't open till 10 a.m. and then others. So yeah, the first one in Bend, Oregon opens at 10 a.m., closes at 5:30. The last one in Bend, Oregon opens at 10 a.m., closes at 2. So they really don't give you much time to get that done. But I don't think that should be an issue since it is only 9 o'clock. The problem would be my hours, since I started at 1:30 this morning. My 14-hour clock will probably be running thin by then. But as long as I really want to get Bend done today, be down in what's the name of that town? Klamath Falls. Take my 34 down there and then head back up to Hood River area in the Dalles for Monday. But it would be even better if there was a way for me to do Bend, Oregon, and then Klamath Falls today, and then Monday I could be staged and ready in Hood River, which will cut like 5.5 hours out of my day. But I doubt that's going to happen. I'm running low on hours, like I said. But yeah, that's my day so far. Took a little baby wipe shower when I woke up this morning, and then made my coffee and did my pre-trip and headed out. It only took, from where I parked at the exit 34 on 90, it only took, I believe, right at 50 minutes, maybe a little less, to make it down to my terminal, where I dropped my load, did a switch out on duty and all that, and then I went off duty, and then I headed out. Well, so I didn't go off duty and then head out. I went off duty, and then when I was ready, I headed out. But yeah, I've been here for 14 minutes. I almost missed it because this alley is like maybe 10 foot wide, and it zigzags in between these buildings. And I was like, surely that couldn't be it. But I pulled in and stopped in the front of the building, and then looked it up on my Google Maps, just to the satellite view, just to make sure there was enough room for me to either turn around back here or figure out a way to turn around up there and then back here. So yeah, all in all, it's been a pretty good day. I took 26 over to 97 in Oregon, and I don't know if y'all been out through here, but passing like a Hood Mountain and all that, it's a really beautiful area. That's one thing that the Northwest has that Arizona doesn't have. I mean, Arizona was good because I never had to deal with snow and blizzards and stuff like that, but at the same time, I didn't look at anything but desert most of the way across the I-40. And then I have a lot less stops up here compared to the 30 plus stops I'd have in Arizona. But Arizona's also a lot less miles a trip. and all those stops means you get paid pretty good. So it's a close one. I think there's definitely a lot less traffic and hassle and then coming up here to the northwest, but Arizona is always a viable option. And another good thing about running the northwest is one, with this company there's plenty of freight, and two, lots of times they have like opportunities like this to where I can come up here for a month at a time and just take as many loads as I can. So I can take as so I can take as many loads as I can while I'm up here and get a pretty good profit out of that. But I'm gonna get off here. I still haven't fixed my memory issue, so my phone's telling me I have like 19 minutes left to record. So oh, I did listen to the new Joe Rogan podcast on the way down here. The the Jesus character. It was a pretty good one. There was a lot of stuff I just thought was way out there that he was saying, and then some stuff I could kind of understand and get to. So like I said, that's why I like those podcasts, because it always makes you think with the guests that he has. Everybody has different points of views and everybody has different professions. There's no way I could know everything that they talk about. So it's always good to hear other people's perspective, and if I really want to know more, I can always look it up and find out exactly what it is. But I'm gonna get off here, like I said, and I'll get back with y'all later. Thanks. Guys, you would never believe what I just saw. My first ever car boat. And I'm not gonna lie, it looks really cool. It's set really high off the ground, like a truck, maybe a little taller. It's probably at least a foot ground clearance, but it was still in the shape of a boat. Like the entire thing looked like a boat with mud tires on it. So it's the first one I've ever seen. I don't know what it was, or I actually never even looked them up, so I couldn't even tell you any brands or anything, but it was really cool. I didn't make it to Klamath Falls. I ran into some trouble with some of my stops in Bend, Oregon. So I ended up doing, let's see here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 stops today in Bend, Oregon, and Redmond, which is where I was at the first time I talked to you. So one of the stops, they said that my dispatcher or customer service didn't call them 24-hour notice, which they give me a little piece of paper, and it says that they left a voicemail yesterday, so I can, only go off that, considering I just picked this load up this morning. But I ended up having to wait about 45 minutes on them to get there, and now I have like 38 minutes left of drive time, or actually my total 14. And I was kind of wanting to make it a Crater Lake Junction, but I ended up stopping here at the Pilot in between Bend and Klamath Falls. I'm gonna go ahead and go off duty. I'll probably head a little further down south tomorrow, but honestly, I've still got, I don't know, probably 20 hours left on my my clock, my 70, but I'll probably take either my 34 here or closer to Klamath Falls. I've never been to this town before. I mean, I've drove through it obviously, but I've never stopped here, so I'm not sure if there's anything interesting or a nice little mom and pop restaurant. I read some of the reviews, and it seems like one of the restaurants here is pretty good, and it's just a short walk, they said. But then some of the things said the Pilots don't have never have showers ready, and was going to make him have to wait and everything. And I don't know. Sometimes I like reading the reviews. A lot of people, you can tell, just complain a lot. Like, there's a lot of truck stops I like going to, and you look at that and you see all the negative reviews. I'm not sure what people are looking at, or looking for at least, but I don't know. I have expectations that I guess are just lower than other people's. I mean, don't get me wrong, I like a clean shower, but I also have shower shoes, so if it looks like shit, then I'll slide some shower shoes on and not have to worry about it. But I think that's something like the Marine Corps kind of teaches you. I've been in worse, so why worry about a shower that looks semi-clean and just might be old and dingy. I've been doing a lot of thinking about some videos I can make and some topics, because I like doing the daily vlogs, or not daily, but whenever I want vlogs. I think they're pretty interesting, but at the same time, I feel like it could get kind of redundant after a while. So I want to make like informative videos. Maybe I think I brought up in one of my first ones I did, maybe like 5 pros and cons, or of truck driving, or what I carry in my truck, maybe what I do on my 34s. I don't know. So just stuff like that I definitely want to start doing. But when I pulled into the truck stop, there's all these weird painted cars and stuff. And they were all parked over here on the side of the truck stop. There's like 30 of them over there. So a few of them just left. I was kind of looking at those. They're like weird painted, and some of them have like the shark teeth in the front and stuff. So that's what I was looking at. But I figure I talked long enough. Hopefully I can get a good shower tonight, and I kind of want to try out one of those restaurants. But if I do end up taking the 34 here, then I'll probably just eat at the restaurant tomorrow. But then again, who knows? I don't know what I'm going to do. Alright. Yeah, I've got 2 stops in Klamath Falls. That's going to be, I guess, Monday, since they're closed Saturday and Sunday. So I'll do those 2 on Monday, and then head back up to Hood River. Let me check. The Dalles, Klamath Falls, and here it is. Hood River, Oregon. Yep. So those are the ones I've got for Monday, and then I'm gonna go get another trailer load and do it all over again. But I'm not sure where I'm going yet. I'm not even know who I'm supposed to call, since the I've got gnats in here. Since the dispatcher for the Northwest is going on vacation almost the entire time I'm going to be here. So I'm the side of that truck just said low income housing. But anyways, I'm gonna quit bullshitting. I'm gonna get off here, and I'll talk to you guys later. I think I walked too fast. Alright, so I went down to, what is it, Lori's Chalet? I think I'm saying that right. But it was like a quarter of a mile. I was like the only person in there. But I found out what those cars are. It's like the Gambler 500 or Gambler's Run, something like that. And people from all over come, and they get to dress their car up however they want. And they said usually you're supposed to spend less than $500, which is why it makes it a gamble, I guess, to see if your car makes it or not. But everybody comes up here and they clean up all the trash from the storage roads and everything. Not storage roads, from the hey buddy, I'm just kidding, from the service roads. That's what I meant, service roads. So yeah, they come here and they pick up all the trash on the service roads in their funny looking cars. They said last year they picked up over 3 tons of garbage, so that's pretty cool. I was going to ask if it was if they counted in the weight of one of their cars, but I figured they wouldn't think that's too funny. And then yeah, so the food was delicious. I got a steak with a baked potato, a little one of the like halves of a corn on the cob, and then cookies and cream wafers. It's on the back of that truck. That's not what I had. And then I had a bowl of soup. I think the soup was appetizer. I don't know. Maybe I need to ask some fancy people. They brought me the soup first, and then this New York strip and everything came second. But I thought it was pretty good. It costs about as much as the TA or the Petro. I think it was $19 for the food, which I did have a beer since I won't be driving for a while. So yeah, it was like $19, $3 for the beer, so it's like $15.50, $15.75. And then obviously you got to leave a tip unless you're an asshole. So I left a little tip, and you know, I think it's money well spent. I probably should have ate in the truck since I'm a fat ass, but sometimes you got to get out and enjoy the areas you're in and see a little something. But I think I'm going to run inside and use the bathroom again, and then I think I'm going to watch The Patriot with Mel Gibson. Everybody knows that movie. It's amazing. Amazing. But I don't know which one I would say would be his best movie. I liked The Patriot, but I think We Were Soldiers I liked even more. It's such a badass movie. And then Lethal Weapon, I mean, you can't go wrong with that. That was a really good movie. Is there any other really good ones that he did that you would put on the list? Let's see. I don't know. I think We Were Soldiers might be at the top of that list, then Patriot, and then man, I don't know. I need to go back and rewatch Lethal Weapon. I'm sure it's nowhere near as good as it used to be to me, especially since I was like 10 when they came out, if that. But yeah, man, I hope you enjoyed the video today. Seems like I did a lot of rambling. I didn't do any time lapses, but once again, I'm freaking running out of memory space. Like this video, this portion right here has already been 4 minutes and 37 seconds, and I only have a total time I can use of 7 minutes and 40 seconds. So I better end this now, put myself out of my misery on this video, and let y'all laugh at me and call me names later. Yeah, I've started working on the video for today, and it should be put up momentarily. I'll probably do that while I'm watching The Patriot, and then yeah, I guess lounge around in the AC. I'll see y'all later.